Hey, I'm back. Good morning, everyone. Apologies for the delay in getting this podcast up and posted. A long story. I had a lot of messages last week. It's been a tough couple of weeks, about 10 days and that for myself, family, etc., etc., etc. And I just, in a nutshell, needed to take some time out. I needed to take some time from me. I sort of detached myself pretty much from the world. Certain things I had to deal with, had to face. And sometimes that journey has to be alone. Thank you to everyone that reached out and supported me. Even if I didn't get back to you, your messages did mean a lot. And I've asked for a few topics today, and I've had 2 or 3 that have come through. So we're going to start with them. It's about how to let go of a mistake. So obviously we all make mistakes on a regular. You know, I must admit, I as much as I try not to, I always seem to do something or say something not right at the wrong moment, and it can affect other people, which in turn then affects me, because then I think, well, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't think it would be perceived as that. So that was one of the things I wanted to speak about, how to forgive yourself. Real people around you, if you say something or do something in a moment of madness, you will be forgiven for it. If you're a real person, if you're sincerely apologetic and you're not that person, you know, you might say a flippant comment. Particularly social media, I think social media can be the absolute worst for this, because you can make a comment which can be just in jest. And someone pointed out to me last week that if that was the only message that they received, that message would hit hard and it would be perceived completely the wrong way. So we all need to be very mindful of how we're communicating, particularly on social media. I find that it's a very, very, very problematic thing, and that can really affect people, both you messaging and the person you're messaging. So learn to forgive yourself for those mistakes. Mistakes in your past as well, maybe a failed relationship, a friendship, maybe someone's backstabbed you, maybe this, that and the other. Again, it all comes back to the same kind of thing. You cannot please everyone, and you never will. It's impossible, and you can't be perfect all the time, and mistakes will happen. But with every mistake, I genuinely believe there is a lesson to be learned. It's down to us if we want to be open to that lesson. And some things will really hurt us and cut us deep. But in my post, which I posted the other day, where I shared my first sort of breakdown 3 years ago, although I was like, I want to be dead, I want to be dead, I want to be dead. I didn't want to be dead. I just didn't want to feel the way I felt, and I couldn't switch my head off, and that was so consuming to my brain. And all the time I was just thinking, this is the only way out, this is the only way out, this is the only way out. I mean, I was surrounded by people daily. You know, I was in contact with over 50, 60 people a day. But you don't ever want to show your vulnerability. So that was a huge mistake for me at the time. And I still feel guilt towards that now. I go to funerals, I'm around my friends, my family, etc. That affects you. It will affect you. If you're a genuine person, it will affect you, So forgive yourself. Write it down how you feel as well. I'm a big believer in this. If you write stuff down, I like to write stuff down and then burn it, because literally once you've got it out of your system, you feel so much better for it. And there might be something you want to say to someone, you can't say it. Write it down, burn it. It's out of your system, then you can start to move forward with stuff. But like I was saying before, make sure you're forgiving yourself and forgive your behavior. We'll all do stupid things in life. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It just means that you've made a fuck up, in a nutshell. And that's okay to make fuck ups, because fuck ups is what makes us learn. But just be sorry for your actions and move forward, and always move forward. Don't be looking backwards. Make sure you move forward. I just want to give a shout out as well to Zoe, who runs a charity called Unique Minds. And she's asked me to join her in doing a joint podcast in a few weeks, which I'm really excited about, to get out the message for men's mental health. She's based in Hemel Hempstead, and they cover all of Hertfordshire, Beds, and I think Bucks. If I'm wrong, apologies. But check them out, Unique Minds. They're doing some fantastic work, so make sure you get in touch with them, follow them, etc., etc., and see what their journey's about as well. I look forward to that podcast, and also I want to invite anyone who feels they want to share their story to join me for my podcast in the next couple of weeks. Just hit up my DMs or something, and we'll find a way to make it happen. Have a fantastic day, week, etc. Apologies again for the delay, and I'll speak to you soon.